Scene.
Well, it's in a hurry. I could put a nose on him and then you...
No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, now you've ruined it. That's the worst. Oh, I like the eyes.
From Erie Zone Government Access, Channel 9, from the City Hall Council Chambers, it's time once again for the Taxpayers Hotline Show. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host.
I apologize for coming on at 3 o'clock, but I had a little, had an appointment that I couldn't get out of, and we had to, I want to thank DJ here for coming in. You okay?
I'm not even here.
Oh.
No.
So I'm Kaz Kwiatkowski, City Councilman, and my good friend and sidekick.
DJ.
I'm going to call you Poncho.
Poncho.
Yeah. How you feeling, though? Good?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
Miserable day today.
Well, the weather does that sometimes here in good old Erie, but...
Let's go over the ground rules. You remember, this is the Taxpayer Show. They can call about anything and everything they want, and no subject is taboo, and just keeping in the bounds of good taste. That's all we ask. And what do you got, your happy face? You really need a kicker, don't you? You know, that goes counterproductive against that latest report that says Erie people are unhappy people, and you get a happy face. What are you doing? They spend millions of dollars to come up with that study, and you're going against it.
Erie is what are the third most unhappy city, or something like that.
You know what I couldn't understand though? They said on the here's where they get goofy. They said New York was the most miserable city in the United States. Then I read the list and I find out it's Scranton.
Yeah.
Followed by Johnstown.
Right.
And then Erie. And New York is down low, so somebody doesn't know how to count on network TV.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you know, I've always been leery about those reports, like when he used to say that Rand, McNally, top cities of the, you know, it all depends how they weight them. Where we used to lose was they liked a moderate temperature, like Mid-South, you know.
Yeah.
But those of us who had snow, that was considered a negative. And you can't always consider that negative because some people like snow.
I like snow.
Maybe not like we get it, but you know.
Oh no, I like snow like we get it. I really do.
So I mean,
love the change of seasons.
And then they would do things like transit authority. Okay, we had a transit authority, and so the big city.
Yeah.
The airport, we would, even though we had an airport, we would lose because we didn't have like international status or, you know, multiple airlines coming in, like much more than we have now. And then they would get us on some like sports. Well, they would say you don't have major league sports, so that's negative. Even if you had AAA, AA, or you had, like in Erie's case, so many sports, you know, professional, that didn't count. So they kind of weighted the big cities heavier, especially the cities that are in the southwest, southeast, you know, mid-south.
Yeah.
So we were going to lose all the time. So this miserable thing, I don't put much credence into it.
No.
But, you know, everybody's unhappy about something.
It's like the Nielsen ratings. They only have those boxes in a few certain houses to judge what shows people are watching. They're not taking into consideration the millions of people that don't have the Nielsen boxes, and they don't know what they're watching. So no, I don't believe those reports either. Do they even know that
a lot of people tape today, too?
Yeah, exactly. DVRs and VHS, if anybody even has those anymore. Excuse me. You have to pardon me. I've had a long weekend. It hasn't ended yet. I'll wake up.
It's crazy. The weather, you know, I went to Presque Isle days. That was pretty good. Were you guys out there?
I missed it. No.
You weren't out there?
I did not get to go, no.
No, you went to Channel?
No. There wasn't anything that we were out there for.
That was interesting. I was amazed that I ran into a lot of people, even I was at Sarah's and at the Ridge Center, but at Sarah's I was amazed. These people go, you know, they love the area.
Yeah.
The peninsula, they think Sarah's is like the greatest thing in the world.
Sarah's is pretty cool. I like it down there.
They're all pushing to open up the diner. There you go. But yeah, it was busy. It was amazing that how many people were there. I was looking at license plates.
Yeah.
God, it was California, Nebraska, New Mexico, That was some of the more exotic ones, you know.
Yeah. Interesting. See anybody drinking down there?
No, not really.
Which is funny because I also heard the same time of us being the third or fourth most unhappy city, I also heard we're the third or fourth most inebriated city.
Well, not that. That might be a cause. You know how they probably figure that is? There was no joke that we had a tavern on every corner.
Yeah.
They probably look at licenses.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's no secret, most of the stuff we have is alcohol orientated. I know a lot of people are kind of mad that, you know, they saw this picture in the paper where you have somebody walking around with a beer bottle, another one pouring shots on somebody's throat, you know, and not exactly which one have in the newspaper.
Yeah, is that what made it into the newspaper? Because I was down there and I saw that, and I was just like...
Somebody said, I didn't see it in there, but they had letters to the editor about it. But we get, it does seem like we have an overload of those kind of things.
Hey, I have no problem with any, kind of drinking.
I don't either,
as long as it's in moderation.
But I'll tell you what, after having worked at these events like the Civic Center,
yeah,
it becomes sometimes like Buck Night. How many people would go to see the ball game and how many are going there for the Buck beer? And you had to wonder, but...
Buck hot dogs, I'll go for Buck hot dogs.
Those are good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Isn't it funny like the major leagues are doing that now?
Yeah.
Like Buck Night in Cleveland.
Nice.
People like that kind of value.
Yeah.
Especially when you got a family. And I mean, a lot of things are different now. Like when I was young, you didn't go to McDonald's, you didn't get supersized.
Yeah.
You want an extra pop, you paid for it.
Right.
Now you give you refills. And
Yeah. Yeah, I try really hard just to have one, have one drink at McDonald's or wherever I go. I don't do the refills unless it's diet because that sugar will kill you.
Hey, we got a caller.
Whoa.
Hey, thank you for calling. Go ahead.
Hi, DJ. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Kaz, when is the next city council meeting?
It'll be let's see. Today's the 28th. I got to make sure I got it right here. Okay, we will have our next meeting in August on the 6th. Yeah, that'll be a morning meeting.
Are there still going to be 2 per month?
Oh yeah, we keep that going for a while.
Weren't they on different dates this past month?
They changed the one only because there was a big event that the state municipalities, the League of Municipalities, Pennsylvania League, throws. They have a big gathering and all the elected officials get there and we have workshops, seminars. It's where we talk about problems and what we'd like the league to push for us on the state level.
So city council was out of town that week?
Some of us were, and there were, the mayor's there and everybody, so it's kind of like for a few days they decided, not to do it. Just like if, let's say, election day falls, sometimes we cancel certain meetings on that day,
Oh, so that they have it the following Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, so this time we should be back to normal. It'll be the 6th as a day meeting, and then the 20th would be the night meeting.
Oh, okay.
Then we go to later on, you're probably talking about the winter schedule,
Why is the winter schedule going to be different?
They usually are. I'll be sure to announce it when we get to that time frame.
Okay.
But why, are you going to come to the meeting?
No, I watch them on Channel 9.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's pretty interesting how many people watch the government channels.
Yeah. And are you going to be on next Monday?
I'm planning on it, yes.
What time?
You mean on this show?
Yes.
My normal time at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened today was I had an appointment that I just absolutely couldn't get out, and I called DJ and I thanked him. In fact, we had another guest that was going to come in, and it was Mr. Wagner. He was talking, so we're going to try to rebook him.
Wow.
And it was my fault. I mean, I couldn't reschedule, and it came up real quick, actually this morning. And it was something I just couldn't get out of. And I said, at least we can try to put the show on an hour later, and Mike in the booth over there was nice enough to put a creeper up on the screen so that, telling people we're going to be on at 3. So I don't know what's going to happen today with the show, because it's definitely off time,
Yeah.
This is my nap time, so I'm a little tired.
DJ, do you ever have any communication with the Image Sports Network people?
We do not, no.
Why, is there a problem with Image, or?
Well, I was wondering if they're going to show the replay of the Save an Eye game.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Talk show on 4 o'clock. You may listen to it at 13:30. They thought the game was going to be shown live.
They usually don't show them live, but that'd be...
Don't, but I know that in the past, some of the people who've done the broadcast of the game thought that the game was going to be shown live, but they're not made aware of it by the production people or the people who own that channel.
Yeah.
Won't notify the people who are actually doing the audio broadcast of the event that the game is not being shown.
Maybe I can...
That number, I guess they're a long distance. They're probably headquartered in Cochranton, I think.
What, for the Save an Eye?
No, the
Image.
Sports.
Image Sports is out of Erie.
But he said...
They don't have an Erie phone number, though, do they?
I do not know it. I can try to look it up.
I'm trying to think, when is the game exactly? It's,
They were showing the tape from last year's game, same time that this year's game was being played, and then I kept tuning in, but they showed the tape of last year's game again yesterday, but most of the time they're showing tapes of other events.
I'm out of it. When is the game being played? They didn't play it yet, did they?
Last Friday.
Oh, they played it already? Wow. I was out of town. That's what...
So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
trying to find the number.
I guess you just have to hit and miss because they don't have a regular schedule. So,
I'm surprised Jimmy LaCourcia can't find out.
well, they're kind of obscure bunch of people. They don't make themselves very available. I've never heard any of their production people talk.
Maybe we'll see if we can find, maybe between DJ and I, we might be able to get a hold of Image and see, he can announce it if they're going to play it.
I see they have a Facebook, but they don't have a phone number right on top, so I'm still looking.
Yeah, they are difficult to locate. I guess Mercyhurst has some connection with them. Because once when they blacked everything out, I called Mercyhurst and they contacted Image, so they...
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a line on them. Sometimes you don't know what they're going to carry,
They were once located at Mercyhurst.
Oh, really?
They were actually, their office and their equipment was at Mercyhurst. They may be in the process of moving.
They don't really advertise that much, were you?
No.
No, they don't have a regular schedule. They seem to they do a lot of Bayern and Mercyhurst University events.
Yeah, I don't know if they get paid for it or,
Not sure.
They have a few sponsors, but I don't know how they operate.
They used to do a little bit of the, I think you saw Bayhawk games on there and stuff, but...
Well, they had a lot of the
Otters?
water games.
Yeah, I think the Bayhawks now, they're being at the NBA broadcast them. They're on the NBA channel. I don't know if they do Image,
The Image did them the year before last, but I don't recall them doing any.
I'm going to call my good friend Bill Stafford from the Explosion. Maybe he knows how to,
Yeah, I can't find anything online about a phone number. They have a website that doesn't work, and there's no phone number.
I wonder how many people they got at the Save an Eye game. That used to be a big game.
Yeah, it still is.
Yeah, when I was a kid, they used to have sellouts in that place. Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
If you ever find any information, please let us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Bill, and between DJ and I, maybe we can get a hold of him.
Yeah, Bill's
Yeah,
number for them.
Yeah, because I don't remember if they broadcast some of his games.
Yeah, they do quite a few of those. Those are, the explosion games are on most of the time.
You go to the games?
No, I haven't.
We had Bill at City Hall here. He brought his trophies. He's the first two-time champion since the old Erie Blades.
Yeah.
2 years running. I mean, he's got a nice, he's almost, I tell him he's almost too good for the league he's in.
Yeah.
He's got a first-class operation, you know.
Wow. Hey, I've got the council meeting dates all the way through December. Let's see.
I should have brought my tablet.
Yeah, we've got August 6th, August 20th, September 3rd, September 17th, October 1st, 15th, November the 5th and the 19th, and then December 3rd and 17th.
Sometimes we switch times as we go later in the year, too.
Yeah.
Did you get that, sir?
Yes, I'm not writing them down, but...
Okay. You don't have a computer, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Right.
That's why, well, I need your information. Well, thanks.
Yep.
I think they posted on this channel. I'll ask, I think Mike would know.
It's on the channel and it's on the website.
Yep.
So it'll cycle through and you'll see.
Yeah, you can watch this channel, and they'll have it on there.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
Yep, thanks for calling.
We'll have to get you down to city council some night.
Oh, thanks, DJ, and thanks, Kev.
Okay.
You're welcome. Take care. Yeah, it says first Wednesday of each month and the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if anybody has a computer and they want to look, I'm just looking right on the Erie, Pennsylvania website, and everything's listed under City Council.
We always meet the first and the third Wednesday.
Yeah. So all the dates are there if necessary. You can look them up. I don't write things down. I just have this stupid thing.
The smartphone?
The smartphone that's smarter than I am.
That's true. Mine is too. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting week. I thought, weather held up pretty good.
It did until today.
Yeah, last 2 days have been kind of rough.
I don't know. I wasn't here yesterday, and the last 4 nights before that, I spent on a boat in Findlay Lake.
How'd you like it?
I liked it. I found out that I like boats, and I want a boat, and I want to live on a lake. It was really cool.
Why don't you get you a houseboat?
It was an experience. A houseboat might be nice.
Don't sleepwalk or
Don't sleepwalk,
imbibe too heavy.
Oh, no. I was on a pontoon boat. It was pretty cool.
Where, to Peninsula?
Yeah, no, a pontoon boat.
Oh, at Findlay Lake.
Yeah, a friend of mine was out on the peninsula, I think Thursday night or Friday night, but I went in the other direction out to Findlay.
I had my grandkids up here, and my son spotted this pirate ship.
Oh, the Scallywag.
I didn't see any advertisement for it, though. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Kaz.
Hey, how you doing?
Not bad. It's been a long time.
Yeah, who's this, Lloyd?
Yeah.
Hey, that's right. We'll be seeing you shortly.
Yeah, what, within the end of the month? No, I mean, what, about a month?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Best seats in the house.
Yes.
Going to Zabava, that's
Oh, you guys tried to get me into that last.
Well, you got to be a friend of Lloyd, though, because he's got front row seats.
Yes, I recall. And then there was something about a soup.
Yeah, we're going to make, DJ's going to try the Charnina.
Charnina, I don't think so.
Don't.
Why?
Because he just said not to.
You throw up.
He just said not to.
How's things going over there, Lloyd? Pretty good?
Hey, Wednesday night, what happened? The votes, but they caught the people. But you got to give the police a lot of credit. We have one neighbor stepped up.
Yeah, if nobody steps up, it's kind of tough for him,
But she stepped up, and they caught him at 29th and Parade.
Wow, she's got courage then.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 380 Magnum, Dirty Harry Hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of them.
I tell you, the police are, people, they don't understand how busy they are at night. I mean, it's
Oh, yeah, but they were here within 2 minutes when we called.
Yeah, gunfire does bring them out quick. I tell you, it's a different world today. I'm amazed, Lloyd. Could you hear the gunfire?
Oh, yeah, right from my house, right at 23rd and Reed.
Wow.
Wow.
But they caught the lady driver. She had pink hair. Not many people have pink hair, do they?
Well, you see a few of them, but not often. You know, I mean, it's still a rarity enough yet.
And what helped too, the club have cameras down there too.
Oh, they use, yeah, that's right. It was right by the Trinity Club?
No, right by my house.
Which one had the cameras, the church or the?
The club.
Oh,
But she sped right through the stop signs.
wow.
Hey, the reason why I have you on, you know, scooters close their doors are good.
They did?
Ash?
Yeah.
Okay, now, can anything ever go in there again, any taverns?
You have to transfer the license, I believe.
Oh, they sold the license.
Well, to put another tavern in there, you'd have to buy another license.
No, I mean, there was something under the grandfather clause. I don't know it.
You know what, I have to look into it. Maybe if it was, it's scooters, right?
Yeah, 24th and Ash.
Yeah. What I'm thinking of is, if it's zoned for business, there may be something in it that I'm not reading into it, but if it's zoned for business, another place could come back.
But they say no taverns can go in there.
Okay, it must be something that, you know what, I'll check with the boys upstairs. It's gonna be too late when I get off the show, because they come in an hour early and they leave an hour early.
What did they do? Change your time now?
No, I had an appointment, Lloyd, and I couldn't get out of it, no way, no how.
Oh, okay.
And I called in, and Mike was kind enough to put a creeper on there and put me an hour later, and DJ came through it, and because I had a possibility of 3 of us up here today, but I just couldn't get out of the appointment. But I'm going to check on scooters. There may be something that is unique to that corner.
It's something about the grandfather clause. I don't know.
Yeah, because if they're zoned, it's usually somebody else can come back in. But once you sell the license, those licenses are like gold.
Yeah, they sold theirs to somebody in the mall, some Mexican.
Oh yeah, it's probably, who was it that I was reading about who bought one of the licenses in Erie.
Oh, somebody on what say the old sportsman club they bought it for?
Yeah, the one where John Melody opened up the new tap house or something.
Yeah, it was
It's not called it's called something else out there. It's like his tap house things.
yeah, but
And his U-Pack 6s, it's one of the things he's opening, just like he has down here in the marketplace. But, if they moved it, there's a couple things going up at the mall. You got,
a Mexican restaurant I know going in there.
well, Primetti Brothers is moving in there. And I'm thinking that the one in Grove City has beer.
Yeah, the Mexican bought the scooter license for $80,000.
Who did
The Mexican is going in the mall.
Oh, yeah, okay, there's 2 new restaurants. One is called Mad Max or Mad Mex.
Yeah.
And then right across the hall, I think, it sounds like, they're going to have Primetti Brothers, the one from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
And they'll probably have beer because the one in Grove City, you can have a glass of beer while you're eating, And it's like a sports bar. You can go in there and watch the game. That'll be a Pittsburgh hangout.
and then there's another place that's going in there. They have a restaurant on West 12th by the bank, way up there. Oh.
On West 12th?
Yeah, there's a restaurant in Mill Creek.
By 12th and,
But what's their plaza?
oh. Who could that be?
Oh, God. Bob Evans. They going in the mall.
Bob Evans is going in the mall?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Well, that's not unusual. At one time they had an Elby's in there and they had McDonald's.
And they used to have a Brown Derby?
Yeah, there was a Brown Derby. There was been a number of restaurants in there that have gone in and out.
Hey, the reason why I called, the real reason,
Okay.
is the stop sign at 23rd and Reed going down Reed, okay?
23rd and Reed, stop sign.
That going down Reed, people don't see it, they go right through the sign. I think it's too high.
Too high.
Yeah. Kind of tree covering it up a little. And people don't see it.
Yeah, it could be that. I got one on my street when I come home on Pine, it's twisted.
Yeah, but this one a little too high. The people can't read it.
It's possible. I have to take a look at it, see why they would have usually they keep them uniform height. They don't put them up or down unless there's something there that...
No, I can see the tree. The other one coming up the Reed is shorter.
Okay, I'll take a look at it for you, Lloyd. And then I'll check on this license for you.
Yeah, check on seeing...
I'll kind of ask the guys upstairs, I won't be able to get you an answer till tomorrow because they'll be closed.
Oh, I don't... No, on next week's show, don't do anything in a hurry.
They're gone now.
Oh, they're gone now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll try to find out for you. And
Yeah.
I'm sure if there's got to be a reason. We did a new rezoning code a couple of years ago that might have affected it, or unless there's some reason that it's not supposed to have a license. And you're right, it was grandfathered.
I think it was grandfathered in.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at it and see what the reason is.
Yeah, and there's another room with JJ, 25th and Ash. He's selling his license.
JJ's on 27th and Ash.
25th and Ash.
JJ's?
Yeah, at a tavern.
Yeah.
And if he sell his, he said
That's unusual they're selling them. I guess maybe they just figure they don't want the trouble or...
Oh, he had more trouble. It's a nuisance bar too, you know that.
We used to, when I was a kid, there was we were joking with DJ, they used to say we had one on every corner and we pretty well did.
Yeah, we did. 13th and German, 13th and Parade, there was 4 of them.
It's crazy. You can't imagine. I mean,
Wow.
you couldn't walk in the old city, what we called the old city, you know.
Yeah.
You couldn't go much further than, maybe, 2 blocks sometimes?
Yeah. And 13th and Wallace,
18th Street was pockmarked with them, you know.
Wow.
yeah, Billy Ricketts, 18th and Holland.
Everywhere you went, on West 18th Street through Little Italy, they were there. Go down Parade Street, they were pockmarked. Downtown, they had them, you know. There was enough here to...
I don't know how to make any money.
There used to be one in the right field corner where the ballpark was. I remember that one too.
Yeah, Kelly Holt.
Was that? Yeah, there you go. And there was, man, they were just. When I drive by there, I can see them in my head now where they were. And like down around St. Paul's Church, you had about 4 or 5 down there
Wow.
at one time, you know.
And now, hardly none.
Well, neighborhood bars are getting, they're getting to be passé now. People want a little different thing. They want sports bars and all that, you know.
Oh, yeah, with big TVs. No, I can't wait for it to come. You know, I'm going to buy my food and I store it up for the...
We're going to have to take DJ, though. We're going to have to make him a real Polish guy this year.
We are. And we got to figure what size shirt he wears, too.
What do you get, the extra large?
I'm not giving out any information. You're not going to drag me into your life.
You got to come down there.
What's the date?
Lloyd, I think, is offering you a chance to sit on his lawn or his porch. Right, Lloyd?
I'm in the hot garage down there, too.
Oh, you can't say that on the air, Lloyd.
Oh, no.
Shh.
What's
Lloyd,
the date?
this is a family show, Lloyd.
I'm a clean mind.
Well, it's a great time though, isn't it? I mean,
Oh yeah, and now they have a Polish country band.
yeah, I saw that. They have like, my favorite ones come in the first night as always.
Who, the Marvellas?
No, the Polka family.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah. I used to remember when the father was still alive. They were, when I was doing the Polish show on the radio, my buddy and I, Major Mel, used to, we'd hook up with them in different places. And, you know, we'd get their latest records and...
Oh, I forgot to tell you who else died. Tony.
Yeah. The one that spins the trumpet.
Yeah, that's a polka guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they were, he's been at it a long time. His parents died. They were quite the group. I mean, they still are, but they were, we'd run into them at Conneaut Lake, up in Youngstown, Waldemere.
Yeah, he'll be right out today at Swampsy's tomorrow the funeral at Holy Trinity.
What's that for?
Tony.
Oh.
His funeral tomorrow.
Oh, well, I thought you were talking about, there's a guy named Tony in the Polka family. I thought,
Oh, Tony Dombrowski?
oh, I didn't know. I don't read the paper. He died?
Ah.
Oh, boy, I got to read the paper. I don't get the paper. That's my problem.
You'll go on the internet to get the Times News.
Every time I go on there, they promise me a week of no questionnaires, and it lasts about 24 hours.
Oh, you know we have a new priest.
Where, at Holy Trinity?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Father Tom something. He Polish.
What happened to the other priest?
Tired.
Ah. You gonna like the new one?
So, he's hands-on man.
Well, we'll get to meet him at Zabava.
Oh yeah, you will.
You gotta introduce me to him.
Yeah, I will. Okay, I'm gonna get off.
Yep, we'll have some food together, and we'll get DJ to imbibe him a little bit in the Polish soup.
I don't know.
See you, Lloyd.
Okay.
See you, Lloyd.
All right, bye.
No, I think I looked it up. I think the last time you mentioned it.
You couldn't even spell it. How are you gonna look it up?
Google. Google. You know Google. The internet.
You have to know how to spell first, though.
No, you just start typing letters and stuff shows up.
Tell me what's in there.
Blood.
You're right. It's just a little bit.
No, I'll pass, thanks.
Okay.
I'll be a vegan that week.
We'll get you there.
What's the date again?
Lloyd will probably call me. It was August. I had them marked at home. Everything I got is marked in my book. My book is like loaded.
Yeah.
There's something every day almost.
You just write everything down?
I try to get to them, but it's almost impossible.
I gotta start writing stuff down. I can't remember anything anymore.
Yeah, if I don't write it down, it gets like lost in that vortex. Gee, it is kind of miserable out there. We got to get some sunshine.
Yeah. It's dark outside. It's dark inside. We're down to one light.
Tis true that when it's dark and miserable, people are grumpy.
I'm not grumpy. I'm just sleepy.
Got to get your smile face on.
I can just hold this up for the rest
We
of
don't
the
have
show.
grumpy people in Erie, remember that.
People,
There are no grumpy people in Erie.
people don't have to see me sleeping here. I can just tape this to my head.
So what's new in the land of Channel 2? Anything? Do we got anything?
Not much.
Do we got anything coming up, or
Celebrate Erie.
you're going to definitely do that?
We're
then?
doing Celebrate Erie. Yes. That is, I didn't write it down, so, sorry.
Not too far away.
The third weekend in August, I think.
Where did summer go?
I think it's for us, it's like the 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Where did summer go? We were just talking about the Rib Fest.
Yeah, it went pretty quick. It went very fast this year.
Yeah, it seems like we were talking about Rib Fest, we were talking about Memorial Day, and then all of a sudden, I'm thinking, where's 4th of July? And it's gone. So what happened? It just,
What happened? Yeah, we're going on to the 8th month, so there's not much time left in the year. Pretty soon the Christmas music will be out.
well, you already got Christmas in July.
Yeah, I know.
I was somewhere and somebody had a Christmas tree up and they said, well, it's Christmas in July. And that's getting too much of a head start.
Yeah, I guess they do that on Finley Lake. One boat was coming right at us, and they were decked up in Christmas lights. It was so cool.
The lights are okay, the festivity, just no more heavy snow for a while.
Oh, yeah.
That's what,
Yeah, okay.
I love going out of town and telling them, we led the nation.
At least we win at something.
Isn't that worth 10 points on that Grumpy Award that we, everybody was happy we got that award.
Excuse me, we may only be number 3rd in unhappiness and 4th in alcoholism, but we're number 1 in snow. We got that going for us.
People were really excited. Once it dragged on, it was like, give us a couple inches every day. Let's go for the record.
I love snow.
Nothing
I really
big. Don't dump on us. Just.
I like snow. It's awesome. I have no problem driving in it. I have snow tires and 4-wheel drive.
I took care of that matter this year. I've got a 4-wheel drive. No more fighting the hill. No more.
Yeah. You try to get up the hill and you just go kind of sideways and slide back down. Yeah. No more of that.
You would have loved when I first started driving, and I'd go home, come out of classes again or working.
Yeah.
And just trying to get a sassafras. And that's not even but when cars had rear-wheel drive,
Yeah.
it was comical. We won't even go into by Sacred Heart where you come up Liberty.
Yeah. I can just imagine it right now. I see you're on the hill and the back wheels are spinning and the front wheels are just kind
And you're sitting there going, there goes my front end.
Yeah.
This guy's coming down. They're trying to pop the clutch.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had salt boxes.
Yeah.
Actually, salt boxes. People throw salt out there because that's what they did it because people were hung up on there.
Yeah.
Of course, somebody leaves the lid open and then we just like trying to pick through, granite. But
I see those now and then. I still see salt boxes out.
yeah, they used to have them on every hilltop, but it was comical. I mean, you can imagine coming down to the Erie Stadium.
Yeah.
From 26th
Yeah.
Street down. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that was like, it was crazy. But, luckily now they changed the cars. We got the front-wheel drives and
Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive.
we
smart this,
I do think
smart
we
that.
plow a little better. We salt a little better.
Yeah, we do a lot better.
The equipment's all better. But, yeah, it was comical. And you would have loved that in the old days. You figure, let's see, I might be home in an hour and a half.
And it's usually a 10-minute commute. Yeah.
Well, you watch all these cars get a head start, and they go, then they that right back down again.
I love it. So what else is going on? You could tell I'm obviously falling asleep here. This is like the worst day.
EJ, I have you here so you don't fall asleep, but no, I think everything's okay. I've been.
Yeah.
We're just as I always like riding around town, see what's new.
We still have to do that. When do you want to go out? And I'll ride around.
You got to call me. 'Cause, we'll just take a little ride around the city, do a little.
Yeah. When are you available?
Most every day.
Most every day.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I have a couple meetings here and there, but there's always a couple hours I can squeeze in.
I can do a couple hours before work, so that'd have to be between like 8 and 10, or any time
That'd
after
be a good
7.
time, 8 to 10.
After 7 at night is good too.
We'll have to go around and see all these. I try to get these as I go, but we'll have to take a ride around and see how things are going.
Yeah, I'll bring a camera along. We'll record, make a show
Live.
from everywhere.
Yeah, I drive to work. When I come into City Hall, I drive by the EMTA project, that's a huge project.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I actually drive home that way sometimes. I usually cut through, what is it, not 11th. When I go up and I cut across on, I think it's 12th, 14th. I go through there, and then I go to Parade. And I had no idea what was happening there until like a couple of weeks ago.
That's a huge project.
It's big. It's massive. And this is going to be a garage, or what is it going to be like?
It's going to be there's a parking garage there, there's going to be offices, maintenance garage, storage garage.
So they're just expanding, they're not moving to that spot? Are they moving into it?
The way I understand it, they're going all the way from French to Parade.
What are they going to do with French Street?
Well,
Their property there.
They're at French now, where when you come up.
So they're not getting rid of the building that's there?
I'm not sure if that's going. That may go, or it may be incorporated.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all that. I wasn't on council when they had the plans, but it's all encompassing. It's going to be like a place to wash vehicles, maintain them. Must be parking for the employees,
Oh, yeah. No, that'll be good. That's fine. How's things going with the new routes? I mean, have things calmed down? Have people stopped complaining as much? Or
About the
new switching off of state and over to French?
Yeah, it seems to be quiet. That'll probably come up again when winter's. Me personally, I think it was a bad move, but, I wasn't on council and I couldn't vote.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think that was a voting thing. I think that was made without even council knowing about it.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
I mean, we closed on State Street so many times, it's hard to imagine when it's open.
Yeah.
But, I missed a couple openings. There's what was it? I did attend, there's a new women's store called Impromptu. That's in the Renaissance
The Renaissance building, yeah. I've known about that for a little while. I've been over there and I've seen the signs.
It's nice.
And I've walked by it.
That's something new.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Bertrand opened up his, Bertrand Ardegui, the chef from Bertrand's restaurant.
Oh, really?
He opened up Cloud 9 in the parking ramp over there on 10th and French.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's going nice. I've heard good things about that. Then I was gone, they opened up a wine store, I guess. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But that's people want to see, besides all the bars and all that, there's a fair number of restaurants, but I think people want to see a little bit of retail, which is going to be tough.
Yeah.
The biggest complaint I get is, let's not have just dollar stores, let's have something a little different,
Yeah.
But, it's a slow process. Business will come if they think there's a market for it. Like we have some small merchants now. We have Laura Eaton with her flower shop, little cafe in there, and things are slow and coming, but it takes a while. The downtown is gone through many transformations. It's part entertainment now, but yet what I'd like to see is people living downtown a little bit.
Yeah.
And get back to a little bit of commercial. Of course, that could happen down with the GF property too.
Right.
But we need to bring businesses back, and
Do we not know what's going in down there yet, or is that?
I think they're still deciding. There hasn't really been any push to, out there to bring anybody in, because mainly they haven't decided what they're doing entirely yet.
Yeah.
So it's a little hard to market it yet. But I think if you talk to the public as a whole, they don't want to see too much residential as much as they do, things to do.
Yeah, well, we need more stuff for tourism too, because slowly but surely we're losing a lot of industrial
I agree.
businesses, and we need to.
I would like to
switch
see
over.
the waterfront pockmark with like these little, not bars, but they're like tiki bars and stuff where you can sit outside, get a little entertainment.
I think that'd be a great thing.
Get a nice meal, watch the water. People love the water.
Down at the GAF, because I heard they were trying to reclaim a couple of acres that were in the water of the land. And put a dock out there, put some sort of really nice dock out at the GAF, and turn that into a place where you could just go and socialize.
One of the nicest things was when the waterfront was down there, about where the Rum Runners Cove is.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful deck out back, and they could sit there by the water, have something to eat, watch, had a little entertainment. Those are nice. And if they do build that market house, I think that's great, because the market house is one of those things that, like out east, they seem to thrive. They're not open every day, but you have a variety of things in there.
Right.
But I think people want to see something to do. One of the toughest things I thought about was, we were talking about it one day. I don't know if it was on the show or not. Trying to get a movie house in town.
Yes, we were speaking of that. That would be great. They say that movie theaters are dying and people don't want to go out to the movie theaters. But if they had seen the movie theater I had been in with these leather seats that recline, and you're just like this. You could sit back at least this far, and you could put your legs up, and you have a bucket of popcorn, and you got your pop, and you have space.
Right after
I would pay more money for that.
Right after you told me about that, I was reading the Wall Street Journal one
day,
and they were talking about, they were talking about this fast-growing chain of restaurants.
Yeah.
But the restaurants were in theaters. And it was this outfit that, that's what they did. They were pushing like a little different meal now. You would eat your meal before the movie, I think.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting concept.
Yeah, I went into this theater. They had hot dogs and hamburgers, and they could grill stuff up, and you just take it with you, and you could go sit at your seats, and you had plenty of space. I want to see that in Erie. I would start going to theaters again, watching movies. Because I just wait for them to come out on the internet. I just wait for Netflix, or I wait for a DVD or something in the mail. But if there was a theater here like that, that was a very enjoyable experience. It was better than watching it.
Once in a while, I've taken a cruise on the Princess out there,
I still got to get out on that thing. We
went out there for a light meal one night,
Yeah.
Now, what's this, I'm surprised now. Last year I heard about the Scallywags.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it advertised. And I was surprised when I saw it one day, and I heard it was, leaving Erie.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden my son saw it, and I wished I had known about it, because I had taken my grandkids on there.
Yeah.
So is it back in business? Or?
Well, I think it's in business, because like last week I saw it driving around down by Rum Runners. I was down at Rum Runners, and I looked, and here it comes. It comes right along the shore.
It's like you have a pirate adventure.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything I've been watching the showcase. I must have missed it.
Yeah, I want to check that out too. I want to get on there and maybe do a show on it or something. I think that would be cool.
See, those things are nice. Like, is everybody going to use them? No, but, tourists, and
it's
once in a while you do it,
For tourism, you use it to entertain the kids. If you're in Erie and the kids don't have anything to do, take them on the Scallywags, and then go to the Presque Isle, and then go get some ice cream at Sarah's. We need more stuff like that. We need more touristy stuff.
I tell you were at Sarah's this week. You weren't, it was bad. It was loaded.
I did not make it down there. Like I said, I was actually out of town.
That's pretty nice, though. You know what? I'm surprised that for the first time, I went into the Tom Ridge environmental place.
That is a very nice place as well.
Now, about 3 weeks ago, I was in New Orleans, and I was in this huge IMAX theater. And I was in the Ridge one, and I said, this ain't bad for Erie. It's about half the size of the one I was in. Mm-hmm. Yet the screen was just as big.
Yeah.
I'm going, that's something I never even, I knew, I guess I didn't know how big it was.
Yeah.
So kind of surprised,
Yeah, I haven't actually been in the theater. I need to, there are a number of things that I want to do shows on.
Oh, when you have grandkids, a lot gets accomplished.
There's all sorts of great stuff here in the city to go check out, and I just haven't had time.
When you have grandkids, you see a lot of things you wouldn't normally do.
Sure.
You start hanging around Chuck E. Cheese, and you wouldn't have done that before,
Man, I haven't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a long time.
Went to the Waldemar, I was pretty impressed, you know.
Waldemar. I haven't been there this year yet, but I like that.
Yeah, one guy told me they're putting in probably now, it's either in competition with Nick now. Nick's putting in a wave pool up at Splash Lagoon.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I think Waldemar's gonna put one in now. So, I mean, but that's good though. Competition is like, you know,
Yeah, well, in those places, they can kind of complement each other because you can go in the summertime to the one, and the other one you can go in the wintertime, and you can
hey,
kind
you know,
of...
it's time people come here. I told somebody one time I was listening to a Cleveland radio station, and it was amazing. Their advertising there was Nick Scott's Splash Lagoon on a 50,000. I mean,
Yeah.
what used to be a 50,000 watt channel.
Sure.
You can get that in Virginia, West Virginia, and here it is pounding the airways by the Erie, PA.
Yep. Well, that's smart. You got to get your stuff out there. People still do have AM radio.
Then I'm down in a hospital in Newcastle with my wife, and right there in the elevator is
Yeah.
a placard for Waldemar Park, and I'm going,
Yeah.
these two guys, Scott and Nelson,
Yeah.
you know, it's amazing the scope, you know.
Was that an AM radio station, or was it the 50,000 watt one?
It was an AM.
It was AM, yeah, okay.
It's now called, I think, WTAM's.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even know how to use radio.
I think it's 1100 or something. It was amazing. It was like, you
Yeah.
know, Splash Lagoon, and you know, he put the pressure on Ohio, and then they started building some stuff there. But to me, when you look at the license plates, I mean, wow, you know,
From all over.
it's nice, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I say, you know, we take places like that for, you know, but it's people have told me the water is important to them, you know.
Well, the water's important. We have a lot of spring and summertime activities that can happen here in the city, but we need some wintertime stuff too. I mean, what could we bring to Erie in the wintertime that would attract tourists?
Well, you know, people in Cleveland, they always do a spread on Peak and Peak. Now, obviously, what I heard, I don't know if I heard it right. Somebody said they're going to someday make a ski slope out of the garbage dump. But don't laugh. Stuff like that happens, you know.
It does happen.
They do reclaim, you know,
Yeah.
refuge sites. And you got a big hill out there, you know.
Yeah, this is true.
But what can you do? We have to build off the positive things we got.
Yeah.
Now, we laugh, but people that like ice fishing, they're going to come up here.
Yeah.
You know, outside of that, you know, I'm trying to think what you could do in the winter that...
Well, I know Nick Scott's got it right with the indoor water park, so maybe we could have other things like that.
But if you want winter activities, like, you know, we have to start pushing... We used to do it, I don't know if we still do it, like cross-country skiing on the golf courses or there's some toboggan hills, not many, like, you know,
Yeah.
Frontier Park and
Frontier
stuff.
Park, yeah.
But, you know, just the fact that if we had, you know, winter trails and stuff, you know, but people like skiing, you know, just,
Yeah.
and you can, they don't really ice skate anymore in the bay like they used to, you know. That's kind of tricky, you know, but
Do you think we need like a skating rink or something?
well, they talked about putting one in one time down around the GF site or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Even the other mayor, Rick Filippi, one time was trying to think of his idea was to put one on the front of the Civic Center.
Yeah.
You know, which, you know what they do in Pittsburgh, which we could do in Erie if we wanted to? If we could build like a large fountain in front of the Civic Center,
Yeah, yeah.
and I mean large, I'm not, you know, what they do in Pittsburgh, you've ever been there, they got this one fountain, and they basically, in wintertime, they flood it and then freeze it. And then they have somebody rent skates out unless you bring your own.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember if the city lets you skate for free. I think they do. And like my daughter went to college there, and they would go down there with their skates, and they'd buy like hot chocolate or
Yeah.
hot dogs or something, and then you get, or rent skates if you needed them, and so, I mean, maybe that's what we need, something,
Yeah.
like we used to have, chestnut pool and stuff like, something that we could use in wintertime.
Yeah, I would love to see some little things that would attract people to come into the city in the wintertime.
That's probably not gonna bring tourists, but like,
No,
people,
but people are here all year. I mean, people come in here for conferences.
we have to get our own people out, that,
Well, we got to do that too, but that's difficult.
yeah, if we could have someplace where we could put a makeshift skating rink. They used to do, city used to flood some of the parks.
Yeah.
The fire department come out and flood them. And of course, now there's liability issues, but nobody worried about that in the old days,
Yeah.
But
I want to go back to the old days where we didn't care about
I do
not
too,
having insurance, whatever.
well, I think we got the minutes on.
Yeah, we're done.
I apologize once again that changing the time wasn't good, but
Hey, you had to do what you had to do.
we got a couple callers, and DJ, I thank you, and hopefully you'll be back.
Hopefully I won't fall asleep next time.
You'll be back next week, I hope. What's that? Put on a happy face.
I'm done. I got nothing else.
And remember, to that report, it can't be true because DJ's got his happy face. Who's that? Oh, DJ.
No, DJ's not here. Are we done?
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the Taxpayers Hotline Show on Erie's own Government Access, Channel 9.